they are in hell. The angels that did this are bound. Go ahead.
And delivered them into chains of darkness.
And he delivered them into chains of darkness. Go ahead.
To be reserved unto judgment.
To be reserved unto judgment. So the angels that did this are the fathers of demons. And I'm going to prove that. They are the fathers of demons. Go to the book of Jude, the 1st chapter and the 6th verse.
Jude, chapter 1, verse 6.
Read it.
And the angels, which kept not their first estate.
The angels which kept not their first estate. Their first estate was the heavens. That's where they lived. Estate is habitation. Read.
But left their own habitation.
Go ahead.
He have reserved in everlasting chains.
Now they're in everlasting chains until judgment. Read.
Under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Until the judgment of the great day. Until after the 1,000-year reign of Christ. Then they'll be judged. That's why it tells you in the book of Corinthians, know ye not that ye shall judge angels? What angels? At the very end, the elect will judge the fallen angels that are still fallen unto this day. Like Enoch judged the fallen angels before the flood. Read 13.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
Raging waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame. Wandering stars.
They are what?
Wandering stars.
They were wandering stars. So these angels were stars. And that's why you have in your worships, in your Greek mythology, you have your involuntarily worshiping of planets and angels. It's worshiping of the stars. These are wandering stars. Read.
To whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever.
Whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. You notice when someone become rich and famous in our society, they are called stars. So some people might ask, well, what do being a good singer or a good act like Denzel Washington or being a popular person, what did it have to do with you being a star? A lot of people don't know that rabbis over synagogues are gatekeepers. What they do, they get riches and power by presenting souls. So when you go through, when you go into the music business or into entertainment, who's over them? Jewish powers. So if you got a certain talent, they'll take you to a rabbi, you sell your soul, and you get a star that's over you that can help you win in this society. That can help you get anything you need while you're in the earth. But it requires sacrifice in your soul. The rabbis get paid for this. They are gatekeepers. That's what your Jewish rabbis are. They look for the talent. They make an agreement with the talent, and then they bring people behind closed doors. That's your illuminous agreement you have with your LeBron James and all your different stars. Everyone have a Jewish connection. Every last one. And who do the Jews reverence? Their sorcerer. Who is their sorcerer? Their rabbi. Where did the rabbi get their research and their teachings? Ancient Babylon. But I don't want to go too far off track. But I want you to see the significance of how everything ties in. It all ties into the involuntary worshiping of demons. And demons cannot work without an established people pushing their program. And it all links together. Idolatry, sorcery, witchcraft, the destruction of God's people. Finish reading.
Verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these.
And Enoch spoke of these. Go ahead.
Saying, Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
Say that again.
Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
The Most High come with 10,000 of his saints. Now notice that it says Enoch prophesied of these things to show you that Jude was reading Enoch. So why is it that we cannot read this passage Jude is quoting in the Bible? Why? Because if you find the information, you will actually expose the spirits that the Catholic Church is worshiping. So they don't want you to know that this happened, because you would be able to identify them as Satan worshipers, idolaters. So they could not give you the information of Enoch. Why? Because they worship in the fallen angels. So they taught in their theologian schools, no, there was no fallen angels. This in Genesis, those are the sons of Cain, or the sons of Seth, sleeping with the daughters of Cain. Lie. They are hiding the gods they are worshiping. Why? Because if they fear that if this information get out, the people will stop worshiping their gods. Your worship give their gods power. Your worships and prayers to their gods, even in ignorance, fuel this empire. So when we bring our prayers back to the Father, their empire dwindles, it falls. Read.
Verse 15.
Read it again.
Verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these.
So what did Enoch prophesy?
Saying, Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
The Most High cometh with 10,000 of his saints. Read.
To execute judgment upon all.
To execute judgment upon all. Go ahead.
And to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, in all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
Now I need you to read that same passage in the book of Enoch. Give them the chapter and verse in Enoch. In the beginning. I got it. We just had it. Hold on. One moment. Let me get it here. Right here. Right here. I'm in the book of Enoch, the first chapter, and I need you to start right here. 1 and 9. Read it.
Enoch, chapter 1, verse 9.
Read it.
And behold, he cometh with 10,000 of his holy ones.
He cometh with 10,000 of his holy ones, 10,000 of his saints, the same as we see in the book of Jude. Read.
To execute judgment upon all.
To execute judgment upon all. This is what Jude was reading. Go ahead.
And to destroy all the ungodly, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness.
Go ahead.
Which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
That's the same we see in the book of Jude. All right. So this is what Jude was reading from. Okay. With the book of Enoch, you understand the course of years. You understand future judgment. Enoch was showed everything. And he was used to judge the angels that came down to sleep with women.